Wow, guys.
Walk away.
Sorry about that. Ended up getting a call, got interrupted, and now I'm back.
Well, he does have a split.
Wow, we had a whole big thing going on there too for a second there.
I fought Vincent and I fought Randy.
Wow.
Really?
So I'll just wait. There we go. Jimmy's back.
It was a joke.
Hello. Got a little interruption there real quick.
Hey. That's my
and I immediately hop back on. So Jimmy's on here. Ricky's on here. Looks like Sean found us again. Yeah, it's Stanley Hotel. I'd love to go there. Isn't it huge?
Yeah, Mom.
And it's supposed to be really haunted too.
Sean says, yeah, the Stanley Hotel, my wife says, is supposed to be haunted.
It is really haunted.
No, my wife says it is really haunted. Let's see,
Focus on that pile of trash.
Rick says, run. Paul's back with that scary face. And Sean just put up some emoji. Sean, is that a turkey? I'm not sure. I am not emoji literate. Now, they've got so many different ones. Hell, I was at the gas station the other day pumping gas, and they had the TV screens, you know, the gas station TV thing or whatever going on. And they were announcing, you know, they had a commercial for
like
a whole new emoji set or something. So
and the Frankensteins are
people out there must really love their emojis.
If I'm selling an
I just got the generic stuff on mine, you know, smiley faces and stuff like that.
Go on the stove. There's that jug back there.
Ricky's saying I want to do the Mansfield prison. Okay, I'm guessing you're talking about the defunct one. You're not wanting to go to a current prison, right? Oh, Sean says it's a scared face.
No, it's a jug.
That is my face, a scared face. Yeah, Mansfield prison. I've never been there. I have a sister who has been to Mansfield prison several times. I don't know if she goes there every year.
Let me see.
Something like that. I mean, she's went on these things where I think they've even stayed. Does this sound right? Where they've stayed overnight there or something like that? Where they've actually spent a lot of damn time in the Mansfield prison. Yeah, my sister's taking her kids to Mansfield during Halloween time and taking them on ghost tours there and the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's a big deal.
What was that?
My dog's gone berserk about
No, somebody like yelled and then the dog went nuts. Make sure that screen door is shut, Jill.
Let's see,
okay.
Ricky said, the hold on Maine, geesh, you silly redneck, we need to learn you something and bring you up to the 2018 era.
So I only have half that one.
All right, well, I will admit I am a Metro Billy.
Yes, you can, so I need your help.
So my knowledge on a lot of this techno stuff is limited. I'm a self-taught kind of guy. I need to do some more self-teaching. Sean says I've been there.
Good.
Well, Sean, how was it? Was it pretty cool? Was it creepy? I mean, you know, we just watched not that long ago, that, what the heck was that Stephen King inspired TV show we watched?
The Shining?
No, the TV show. That was,
Castle Rock?
Castle Rock. I wonder if they actually shot that at Mansfield when they did the prison scenes or not.
I don't know. I wasn't able to. I wonder.
But they did, what, Shawshank Redemption out there,
yes.
right? They did Shawshank Redemption out there.
Okay, so.
And, I know some old-timers who had actually been at Mansfield who had stays there before, back when it was in operation.
At your school? Okay, in your class?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, where did I put that back? On that thing?
See. Sean says, I've got some cold chills. I went with my family, plus Jonah and Imad. See, Rick says, I am a compliance manager and construction coordinator for a company. Now maybe I will have money to go next year. Only Ricky spelled have, H-Q-V-E, which makes me think equiv. So, wow, well, good luck with that, Rick. That sounds good. Jimmy says, Detroit is a for real nightmare. High rises without any doors or windows.
I still
and not
need
just
the
one,
numbers
lots.
for the other
Imagine
kids'
every
moms.
window and door and bush or tree in all of downtown Massillon
What's her name?
just not being
Yes.
there. No
Yeah,
BS.
that one.
Imagine emptying out all of 16th Street projects of people and everything else just being completely empty. That's what downtown Detroit is like. Downtown is like that? Damn. Well, I've never been there. I've never been to Detroit.
It's not all that much of a much. Everybody, all these rappers
Yeah.
and singers talk about Detroit City, blah, blah, blah. It's not that great. I was there overnight once,
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
Went to the MGM Grand. It wasn't that great.
Jimmy says, but
Uh-oh.
they do have Lafayette Street Conies and All-American Coney Island. So they have their own Coney Island? Is that how it is?
Did you take that? Are you going to eat that?
Rick says, fat finger problems. You should know all about that, Paul. We are some fat guys. Yes, but you know what?
Who called my husband fat?
I'm a full-figured guy. But you know what? I've been blessed not to have fatty fingers. I don't know. Mine all stays around the torso and trunk area. Let's see. Jimmy says, I got pics. I will post some of them when I find them. I'd love to see them, dude. Love to see them. Which makes me think, now that we're talking about this, Jimmy, it sounds like you are a fan of urban decay. Which I must say I am myself. I like seeing old buildings. I've talked about it before. I don't like seeing them torn down. Rick says, oh, moonshine belly then. I've got moonshine belly. I didn't know that. Well, it's about the size of a small still, that's for sure. Guys, turn that down. My gosh, TV is up to epic levels of volume. Can you turn down the TV, please, Helen? Let's
Ready,
see.
Paul?
Jimmy says the MGM looks like Franklin School, a 15-foot fence around the whole property. No shit.
I did not see that.
Yeah, well, maybe it wasn't like that then. Well,
Jillian wasn't even born when I went.
wow. Jimmy says, love urban decay. Me too. It's eye candy to me. I don't know what it is about it. I like seeing old factories. I like seeing old tenement buildings. You know, I hear people say, well,
Jillian!
just tear it down, it'll look better. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Oh, I did.
Let's see, Ricky says, well, back to work. I go, good help is hard to find, so I must work hard. LOL. Have a great day. Thank you, Rick. You have a great day as well. Be careful, whatever you do. But yeah, I hear people, well, they need to just tear down that eyesore and this and that, and I'm like, no, they don't. Jillian, could you get me a cup of coffee, please, and microwave it for a minute, please? I got a cup. Yeah, people say just tear it down now. Just got another phone call trying to interrupt me again. Go up to Cleveland and you go up to these areas where they've just tore all this stuff down and built new roads through it or whatever, or you've just got prairie land, and I'm like, this sucks. I want to see those old brick buildings, you know? See, Sean says, destroying old beautiful buildings to put up new bland ones. Yeah. Yeah, I hate it. You know,
Popular guy.
I keep getting these phone calls and stuff trying to interrupt my program here. Not cool.
How long what?
For 1 minute. But, yeah, like, they'll tear down these old projects, the brick ones, and then they'll put up all these little, like, condo-looking houses and stuff, you know, figuring if they make it look like that, it's going to be nicer or whatever, which it just makes, I mean, it just looks nicer. It doesn't mean that crime's going to go down because the place looks nice. Let's see, Jimmy says there's a store in downtown called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Dowers or Doors Foods, that's actually hired taggers to paint the store logos and decorate the place. It's actually pretty cool looking. That does sound cool. That sounds really cool.
Alright.
Instead of just being a plain old building.
I don't pay you to put your pretty face on Facebook.
Yeah, that sounds
Here,
rad.
start making some of
But
these.
I'd love to see these pictures, dude. If you throw them up on your Facebook thing, that'd be sweet. Used to be, I can't remember what bridge it was over in Cleveland. That I don't even know what you call the base of the bridge, big concrete things or whatever. It used to be this one bridge over by the flats that had some beautiful graffiti back in the days. Like back in the 90s, there was this awesome, huge Statue of Liberty painting, where the statue was like Statue of Liberty was kind of robotic looking. Jimmy says, "I will, sir." Good, because I'd love to see these pictures. There's so much talent out there.
Did he ask me?
It's just unbelievable that,
Did I say yes?
there's these kids running around with Krylon and they're just, just putting up this beautiful work. And these kids are just not getting anything out of it except a little bit of notoriety,
You want to go to get the
Jimmy says, "I remember that, I think, was it over by the grog shop?" I will admit my ignorance. I'm not even sure where the grog shop is, dude. But that could be it. I just remember it was somewhat near the flats. And at one time, there was a big Statue of Liberty, and she was kind of like robotic looking. And it was really, really cool art. And there were a bunch of other good pieces up there, too. And there used to be these walls, which they've torn down a lot of them. And I know that because I went on the, what was that boat we went on? Was that the Good Time 2 or 3?
3.
Good Time 3, okay.
You'll never see the Good Time 4.
Went on a tour.
Making some boxes.
And we went on a tour going down the Cuyahoga. And, Cuyahoga.
Hoga.
You said Hoga. You call it the Cuyahoga.
Yes, it is Cuyahoga.
Okay. My wife's a Clevelander, so she corrects me. Cuyahoga. Haga. But I went down that river and saw that they had torn down a bunch of these, like one-story walls that I don't know if they were part of a factory or whatever, but they were famous up in Cleveland for tagging and putting up all kinds of cool graffiti, but a lot of them have been torn down. I don't know what the location's called, but a lot of it has been torn down, so there's that much less, room to put your work up over there. But, that's how it is. They tear down the old stuff, and what gets me is they tear down some of the old buildings a lot of the time with no intentions of putting anything up anyways, Now, I haven't been to Detroit, but I've seen lots of pictures. I've seen video showing that a lot of it looks like prairie land now. They've torn down tons of buildings and houses and, basically just leave it to grow grass and stuff like that. And, some of Cleveland's like that. They've torn down a lot of houses up there, but not to the level like Detroit, which, I don't know, but I'd rather see these old rotten-ass buildings, to be honest with you. Jillian, is that coffee done?
I gave it to you.
You did? Oh, gosh, coffee's right by me, and I've been boxing over here. Let's see, Jimmy says now all that art is along the train tracks over in Lorain and Euclid and the factory areas in Cleveland. I imagine to see some of that cool stuff, you got to do some digging. You got to do some off-roading a little bit to get some good spots, I imagine. Yeah, I've always been a fan of urban exploration, as they call it nowadays, and graffiti itself. That's always been intriguing to me. Can't say I've ever really been a tagger or anything like that. I don't think I'd be any good with the spray can, but in this area we're pretty limited. Jimmy says a lot of the off the beaten path type stuff. Yeah. I haven't seen any really good stuff around where we live. In Maslin, I haven't seen much good artwork like that. I imagine Canton has a little bit more because they're a bigger town, and you know, but I don't know where. I remember there used to be a building off of I'm trying to think of what street it was. If it was
not by Devil's
12th Street, 12th Street in Canton,
it is
over by Cherry, I think it was. That there was this old garage that used to have all kinds of graffiti.
It is very far down.
I think it was mostly like, you know, gang stuff or something, but it had all kinds of stuff on it, and you know, there'd be people crossed out and all this stuff. You know, like coded type stuff painted all over it, but they tore it down several months ago. I remember going past and being like, oh man, they tore that down. It was pretty cool seeing what new stuff would be on there. See, Jimmy says some fairly sketchy spots to get good photos. Well, and that's the thing, you know, I mean, you got kids, you got people going to these spots, you know, and some of these people, you know, are probably not, I mean, there's people probably spray painting stuff that are, you know, actually kind of commuting to some of these spots to paint, you know, and I got these boxes done if you need more.
That should be good for right now. You're good.
But you got people, going to some pretty spooky places to be doing some painting. Let's see. Jimmy says Monster Steve does a lot of downtown Canton artwork. Monster Steve. You're gonna have to Google that.
All right, now
check that out.
Get all the glasses. Then I'll do the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I got in one of these bags.
I wonder if there's any websites that are, you know, just kind of dedicated to Ohio graffiti. Maybe some Facebook groups. I don't know.
Yes, it's better than my homemade.
Or maybe you should start one, Jimmy. If you don't have one already, I don't know. But if you did, you know, you could be, you know, trying to attract members from all around, and people could be contributing artwork. Let's see. Jimmy says he did the giant mural at the old Mother Goose Land. Okay, seen that. That's cool. Seen that. That's cool. Old Mother Goose Land. I remember for years as a kid, as a little bit older kid, my parents would tell me, oh, that used to be Mother Goose Land. We'd go past and the gates were all chained up, and I'd be like, well, what is it? And they'd be like, we used to take you there when you were real little, which of course I didn't remember that. And then they reopened it years later, you know, with the, what the hell was that? What's the whale's name? Willie the Whale or something? Which, one of these days, I won't tell you guys, well, not right now, but something bad happened in that whale. If you guys paid attention to the local news, something bad happened in that whale last year. Let's see, Jimmy says, I actually have my photos asked for from my Facebook page to be posted on a graffiti site.
This thing?
That's cool.
Yes. No, cool.
But, you know, dude, let's see, so is the graffiti site, is that on Facebook also? Or is it just, or is it somewhere else on the web? But, yeah, let's see, I've never really seen any real graffiti in Maslin, though. I think maybe it's just too small of a town. Okay, Sean says something bad happened. Where? Jimmy says Willie the Whale was home to junkies. Well, also just, well, yeah, junkies and homeless people and bad things have happened. Valerie, how are you doing? Haven't seen you for a long time. Jimmy says the site is in Facebook. I'll send you the link. Thank you, Jimmy. I'd like to check that out. Yeah, I haven't, like I was saying though, I've seen a couple of these tankers. I'm guessing it's oil. They say something about liquefied petroleum. Is that what they say on them, honey?
I don't know.
These big black tankers,
Yeah.
okay. And these trains, dude, will be, oh gosh, I don't know, a mile long, half a mile long or so. And we'll get stuck on
35 minutes long.
Yeah, 35 minutes we'll be waiting for a train to go past out on Pigeon Run. And tanker after tanker after tanker after tanker. But I've seen a couple that have been hit up with some decent artwork. Most of them are just, like just quick, somebody's name tagged on it. But I've seen a couple that have some kind of decent stuff. So who knows? It's them old freight cars and stuff that tend to be the real good ones, have the real good juicy artwork on them. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know, Maslin. I think it's just too little of a town, maybe, to have any cool artwork. I guess maybe there aren't any.
Downtown has a lot of cool artwork on the garbage bins and that big.
Oh yeah, well, downtown does have stuff on there. I'm talking graffiti, though. We're talking about graffiti. Do you remember any spots in Cleveland that had big graffiti? Lots of graffiti and stuff.
Especially when you go towards downtown, there's a lot of places. Over
you
there
remember
on the 55th Bridge, where you go down to get on the rapid.
Teresa said on the 55th Bridge, where you go to get on the rapid.
All the time.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking. Okay. Teresa said over on the 55th Bridge.
Yeah,
they tagged that up underneath the bridge.
Underneath the bridge,
like the supporter thingy. Maybe that's the one we're talking about.
You walk across the bridge, and then there is like a dome thing that steps you walk down to get on the rapid to the station.
Right.
But down there, that's Kingsbury Run.
Right.
And down there,
which has a famous history.
They tagged the rapid cars and stuff like that. When I was growing up, if we went riding around in there, you always saw some guy with a big air compressor spraying the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Jimmy says Wheeling Lake Erie has a lot more art than the Norfolk Southern summer cars due to the area that WLE travels. Maslin has street art. Yeah, it does. It does have nice stuff. Jimmy says, I could take you to a lot of spots for cool spots. Well, it sounds like you're the dude in the know around here, man. Sounds like it.
You should do an episode of Paul's People with him.
Yeah. Yeah, we should get sometimes do an interview, dude, with you.
And go around.
I think that'd be interesting, or we could look at different spots and shoot live. Okay, because I'm thinking about doing a little sideshow thing where I'm just going out and talking to people.
Randoms.
Yeah, randomly. Because that's what I like to do anyways. Sean says, holy crap, that was dark, heinous, and gruesome. I'm glad he's doing 41 years to life. Should have gotten death. I've never got in that whale. Okay, so I never got in that whale. All right, Sean must have just read about the crime that happened in Willie the Whale. Jillian, close your ears. A man took a lady who was mentally, I think she was slow or maybe retarded, and actually there was a rape committed in Willie the Whale. All right, that's what happened. All right, Jillian, unplug your ears. Can you tell her to unplug her ears now?
Unplug your ears.
Jillian! You're good. Let's see, Jimmy says that the big building that was empty and said read more book at the top of the building was a good spot for taggers, but they rehabbed the building and it's all new and clean and horribly sterile. That sucks. Read more book. Oh man, where was that at, dude? Are we talking around here or are we talking Cleveland? But, that's the thing, though. we go up to Cleveland. My wife can show me places up in Cleveland, but the thing is, if we all know the 90s were rough. 90s were a rough area. So, things have changed a lot when we go to Cleveland. Well, some places are rougher than they used to be. Jimmy says, I'm totally down for Paul's people. Awesome. And Jimmy's talking about Cleveland for the Read More book building.
See, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah, Teresa's thinking about that Read More book thing. It's starting to, some cogs are starting to spin. But, you know, we go up to Cleveland very rarely, but when we do, we'll go up there and stuff that was there forever just isn't there now. You know, they just bulldozed it, cleared it the hell out. And, you know, the city looks at it as these places become nests for bad goings-ons, which I'm sure they do. Bless you. But, to me, these places are intriguing. Dilapidated houses and stuff like that. And you know, that's, I've been to California, I've been to Southern California, and I've been to bad areas, okay, in San Diego. And what was different out there in California compared to out here was, okay, these places might have been in disrepair in California, but they were not like here, okay? In Ohio, you quit taking care of a building for a year or two, you can tell, you know, the elements are so harsh here compared to Southern California, to where, you know, roofs are sagging in, buildings are half falling apart. You know, in California it wasn't like that. So you could be in a bad neighborhood in California and not even necessarily know how bad it was until somebody told you or something happened. Jimmy says to tell her, I think it used to be the Hugo Boss Clothing Company. Honey. What? He thinks it might have been the Hugo Boss Clothing Company in Cleveland. If that stirs anything up in your cranium.
No, because I'm wondering. Oh, okay.
About that building. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jimmy respelled Hugo instead of Hug-Ho. Question mark.
Feeling down, Hug-Ho.
Yeah, Teresa said if you're feeling down, Hug-A-Ho. That's good. That's very witty.
There was a lot of them in Cleveland, so...
Teresa said there's a lot of them in Cleveland, so the Hug-Ho building. Just walk around until you get one with your arms like this and grab onto them and hug them up. That'll pep you up. Hug-Ho building. Hug-Ho boss. I'm the Hug-Ho boss, see? Yeah, all this talk makes me want to drive and go check places out, you know?
Well, get in the van and I'll start pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, Teresa said we'll get in the van, she'll push it. Cleveland is a long push. Jimmy says, had a water tower on top that said Afro 77. Afro 77, nice. Man, talk about going to some trouble to put that stuff up. Jimmy says, I'd be hugging all kinds of hoes. Nice. How about you, Sean? Sean, are you a hoe hugger? I know, Sean, you think everybody needs a hug, so how about them hoes? They need hugs too? Yeah, if zombies need hugs, hoes need hugs. For sure. Or faux show. Heather, what's going on? Heather is joining us now. Jimmy says, in my dreams, in his dreams, he's hugging all the hoes. I remember, that makes me think of a movie, I think it was Hollywood Shuffle, where the guy made hoe cakes. Hoes gotta eat too! Making hoe cakes for the hoes. But probably nobody remembers Hollywood Shuffle. I think it got outshined by movies like what the hell was it? Oh wait, Sean says I hugged the green lady. Jimmy says I'm dead over here. LMAO. Yeah, I think Hollywood Shuffle was. I think it was outshined by I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. But What was the dude's name who made Hollywood Shuffle? Robert Townsend? Is that the guy's name, I think?
What's wrong? Hell, spider!
Jimmy says, you're killing me.
Where? In the sink!
I just gotta scream. That's what happens when there's a spider in the sink in my house. My wife is running around screaming,
It's not a tarantula.
It's you!
A tarantula. Oh
It's
my
a baby
gosh.
tarantula!
The spider in my house wreaking
Do
havoc.
something about it, Jillian!
I'm trying!
Wow.
I got
Okay,
a screwdriver.
yeah. If you have a shuffle, maybe I remembered it being very funny. Maybe it's not as funny as it really seemed to be when I was
Don't
a
come
kid.
over here!
What is it? What do you got, a spider? Sean says, is Teresa okay? Yeah, she's alright. Jimmy says, oh my gosh. Robert Townsend, Meteor Man. You know what? I haven't seen it. Let's see the spider. It's being held in a dirty glass. Put him back. Oh my gosh. Get him. Get him. Get him. Put the cup on him.
That's what you get! That's what you get! Ha! That's what you get!
Spider got loose. Oh my gosh.
That's what
Spider
you get!
just got loose. Teresa's alright.
I got a screwdriver. I ain't
Jillian.
gonna use it.
Teresa's got a screwdriver ready to fight a spider.
Either
Oh my
kill
gosh.
it or get it out of my house!
I'm trying. It got it loose again.
Sean says, Paul, kiss it. Alright, Jillian, get the spider out before it gets
Helen,
loose
open
again.
the door for this beast!
Oh my gosh. All it takes is a little spider to get everybody worked up.
It came
That's
at
a good
me!
sized spider. It came after you?
And then she chased me! Keep
Oh my
out
gosh.
laughing! I know where you live!
Wow. Spider attack.
What did you say, Mom? That was on the, blade.
You want to put the screwdriver down before somebody gets screwed? Oh my gosh.
Mom, it was on this
That was a
thing.
good sized spider. Let's see. Jimmy says someone's about to get shanked.
Jilly, don't ever
Yeah.
chase me with another bug again.
I wasn't
Oh, I guess-
chasing you. I was showing toys.
That's why she came this way. I went that way, she came that
Jillian chased her mom with the spider. Sean says spiders are beneficial.
Yeah, when they're outside, not in my kitchen sink.
Well,
Biting me.
unless this thing had 8 little scrubbies on its legs,
didn't.
washing on the dishes.
I'm telling you, that was a baby tarantula.
Then it'd be
I mean,
beneficial, I
how
guess.
many spiders do you see
This
that
is a
are
good
was
sized
not
spider.
that
I don't know.
big.
I'm not a
It was not that big.
spiderologist.
And it was brown.
All right, it was a good sized spider though.
It was brown with
It
a black
was
streak.
wearing a black coat.
It was brown
Oh
with a
my
black
gosh.
streak
Wow,
through the middle of its back.
spiders. Man, wow.
All these are in my dad's
this is
house.
beautiful.
Everywhere.
I'll tell you, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. Sean says they eat pests, and so are centipedes.
They've never eaten my children, so they're not beneficial.
Let's see. Teresa said they haven't eaten the children, so they're not beneficial. Sean says so are centipedes. I'll tell you what, centipedes are creepy little
My
things.
heart feels like it's going
They
to
are.
fall out of my
All right.
chest.
I'm not scared per se of bugs, but I'll tell you what,
Stop
I don't like
laughing at
centipedes.
me.
I really
you
don't.
went woo-hoo,
They don't
too
thrill me.
when he jumped out of the glass. Now
Centipedes
wash
do
those
not
glasses, you turd.
give me a special warm kind of feeling. Especially when you're watching TV late at night.
You're
you just
grounded.
see right across your living room floor.
I'm going to have a heart attack, and you're laughing
And
at
if
me.
it's anywhere towards you,
Because it's funny.
especially them hairy centipedes,
Because you're still going on
the ones
about
with
the stuff that's
prickly
not
things
outside.
sticking off of them.
He tried
Yeah, I'm
to
not a big
attack
centipede
me.
fan. Hell, I didn't even like the video game. That's how much I dislike centipedes.
He tried to
Jimmy
attack
says,
me.
F a damn centipede. Exactly. Sean says, spiders and centipedes are your friends.
Sean, you must have hugged too many zombies because you're losing it.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean.
tried to
yeah.
attack me. And then
Centipedes
it like
are
controls your
creepy,
mind
man.
to make you
Centipedes
chase me
are
with
creepy
it.
little bastards.
Don't
Yeah.
talk to me. Unless you get all those glasses.
I don't know. I think
talk
maybe
ever
because
again.
it's getting cold, the spiders are coming in.
No shit!
I think this weather is making all the spiders are like, let's go in the McVeigh house. It's warm and they're making chocolates.
They're also going.
It was hanging. It was on my
Jimmy.
nut chopper.
Jimmy says, okay, Sean said spiders and centipedes are your friends. Jimmy replied with, then I need no friends. Yeah, there's something, and and here's another thing, okay? You don't have to be afraid of spiders, but the idea of a big honking spider, crawling up your shirt or something. Sorry, doesn't sound good to me. It really doesn't.
What?
Please do the dishes
So
before I
although I'm not going to
kill
run
you.
and scream like a girl from them, I'm not going to stick my hand out for every single spider I see and let them crawl up my hand.
Were you referring that you're better than me because you didn't scream like a girl when that monster tried to get me and then it mind controlled my kid to chase me?
Oh, it mind controlled Jillian. Sean says, I wonder how Teresa would act if it was a mouse or a rat.
A rat, I'm gone. A mouse, I had to came to terms with because Mittens brings them to me all the time.
All right, let me tell you a mouse story. All right. Hold on. Was this mouse? The mouse was alive, right? And went running around the house.
Mittens gave it
Scared. It was the cat brought the mouse in to Teresa and then dropped it, and the mouse went running around.
No,
How did it happen?
She comes in. I'm making that hooning sound. She's got me dinner.
Jimmy likes the spider mind control.
I ran. She's following me through the house.
All right. The cat brought the mouse.
Yes.
And you started running.
Yes.
Because the cat had a mouse. Teresa went running through the house, trampled our son Randy, who was how old at the time?
Maybe 9.
10 years old. Trampled him. Did you fall on him? She fell on him and lay on top of him because she fell down on him running from the cat holding a mouse.
I love mice.
It was like a cartoon reel because I stepped in an empty clothes basket.
She stepped in an empty clothes basket,
ran
into him,
fell on top of him,
fell on him, smush.
His face was smushed
into the floor.
And I was laughing.
And she was laughing and just stayed there, smashing the poor lad. Let's see. Sean says if a mouse gets in your house, get a python. It will clear the problem right up. Snakes are your friends too.
Mom, I love rats and mice.
What do you think of that, Teresa? Do we need to get a python in the house?
I'm thinking I need to get a restraining order from Sean.
She said she needs a restraining order from you, Sean. You're creeping her out.
Well, no, I've come to terms with the mouse because if I don't say good kitty, I'll eat that later, she will follow me through the house with the mouse.
Yeah.
Now she puts it down and goes about her business, and I'm supposed to eat it.
Right. So she's not as afraid of mice, dead mice, as she used to be.
I love alive mice. I love
Sean says, let that python loose right in your house.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think we're going to bring a python into the house.
Wait a minute, isn't a python
another mouth to feed?
Isn't one of those, are they poisonous?
No, they're a constrictor type snake.
Oh, like boas.
Yeah, only they can get really big.
Okay, alright, well, if they get to
Sean says let it sleep in the bed with you.
Yeah, along with the cat and the dog that won't be there the next morning.
Yeah, after it eats our cat and dog.
I'd chop off the python's head.
Do the dishes. I'm not
going that far for mouse control. You know what's funny though, and I'm gonna knock on wood here about this, is we've seen less mice here than we did when we lived in town.
Yes.
Now, when we were in town, we had a mouse in the house problem. I mean, they were like, I don't know, that old house. I think, well, okay, my dad put a new ceiling in the kitchen, okay, and had this one part above the counter where it was dropped down and had like plastic, and there were lights up there above the plastic. And sometimes you would see the mice on top of the plastic. It was like a lit up disco floor or something to them. I always pictured they were dancing on the floor because it was lit up plastic and you'd see little mice there. And, oh, let me tell you one other thing about the mice. And the oven. Remember the oven? We had pizza rolls. Okay, this was at the other house we lived in, the one that had the damn mice. Okay, it had pizza snacks. There must have been mice in the oven, in this old oven in this house.
Behind it somewhere.
Okay, and the back of the oven, you know, where it goes up like this, you know, it had the stove on top and the oven below. And on the back of the stove had that, like, lip where it has the digital reading and all that, right? Well, went there, one day we had pizza snacks on a tray. Well, a mouse was trying to yank it up into this little slot that they must have been getting out of, right? On the back of the oven. You could just see a little mouse paw.
The floating. You couldn't even see the
mouse. Yeah, you couldn't see the mouse. You just saw this pizza snack getting yanked up into this crevice. Okay? It couldn't fit this pizza snack through this crevice, but it was yanking at it, trying to pull it through. Alright? You couldn't even see the mouse. Yeah, that was pretty yucky.
Oh, another
but
one.
I don't know what the heck. I don't know how.
A spoon through there?
Yeah, they tried to get a spoon through there.
A wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon. Yeah.
Our cat Mouse was in cahoots with them.
Yeah, we had a cat named Mouse. Sean says he thinks Nala could take a python out. There we go.
I think so. Thank you, Sean.
Yes, so do I.
Sean says my aunt has a pet python and tarantula.
What?
So she likes creepy pets. Sean's aunt has a pet tarantula and a pet python.
Oh. My friend,
I had a tarantula once, but it died. It wouldn't eat anything I gave it. Let's see.
Tarantulas don't eat pizza.
Yeah. So they don't. Jimmy says I had a Maine Coon that didn't like the taste of mouse blood. So he would catch them and sit on them, which is odd because he was like 27 pounds of killer if you touched his toys. So, wow. 27-pound cat, damn. So you didn't want to go messing with his toys, but if you were a mouse, you were safe. Wow. My mom had these Himalayans or Persians. I don't know. I've always mixed them up. And I remember one time, one of our cats that wasn't a full bred, just a mixed breed cat, was mousing, chasing this mouse through the house, and the mouse went and ran right underneath the belly of one of the Himalayans that was laying on the floor and hid underneath the cat, and the cat didn't even move. Sean says, I'm going to get a pet black widow.
You will never come to my house.
Yes! Black widows are awesome.
Oh, gosh.
Shush!
Jillian said black widows are awesome. Teresa thinks you're crazy. Jimmy says full breeds can get to 45 to 47 pounds. That is a lot of cat. That sounds like a cat that a lot of dogs would not want to mess with. I've seen pictures of these Maine Coons, okay? But I've never picked one up or seen one in the flesh.
What?
We had those orange ones.
I guess Teresa had one.
We had these twins, Starsky and Hutch, and he was 23 pounds before he
Teresa had
disappeared.
twin ones, and they were called Starsky and Hutch. That's cool.
Yeah, and they were orange. Oh, they were beautiful.
Orange ones?
Yeah.
Jimmy said they have tons in Detroit. They got tons of Maine Coons. Are you talking like just running around free, like stray Maine Coon cats?
I'm not talking to you.
Well.
Sean says, how about a brown recluse? Yes, everybody wants a brown recluse.
Because
they're
mittens
so cuddly.
will eat it. It's a rodent. The first
Jimmy
instinct
says
is someone
you should
else,
see the
because
Norwegian
it's part
forest
of the
cat.
rodent family.
It'll be on my,
Mice,
it'll be on my dresser.
they
Hell, I've
stink.
never even heard of that.
They let out this
Sounds
spray that
interesting.
smells
We'll
worse
have to
than a
check that one out.
skunk. No.
Sean says, or a coyote. Have a
You don't
coyote
deserve
as a pet.
anything. Why don't you put your arm down here?
We got enough of them around where we live. But, you know, the weird thing is, I guess not weird, actually, when it comes to coyotes,
We
is
don't live in a
you
town.
hear them more than you actually see them. You know, you'll hear them
What? Don't talk to
whimpering
me.
and
I am
yipping
really
and
upset
making
with
funky
you.
I didn't do
sounds,
anything.
but you don't see them too often.
See, you don't even remember the
but-
mind control.
I don't
There
want
was
one
no
as a
mind
pet.
control. I was showing Paul.
Jimmy says no black widows. Oh, they have black widows all over Detroit. Oh, okay. All right. Now I'm putting it together. They have black widows everywhere.
Shit, Jillian, see what you did?
What?
You did it.
I can't. Oh, black widows in Detroit. Nice. Let's see. And now I'm thinking of old Alice Cooper's song, The Black Widow.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Sean says, ask Teresa if she wants a pet coyote. Huh? What do you
Yes.
think of coyotes, honey, for a pet?
I don't care.
She doesn't care.
As long as they don't eat my cat.
As long as it doesn't eat the cat, she's all right with a pet coyote.
I want a pet wolf.
Oh, gosh, Jillian wants a wolf.
Do
Jimmy,
you have a pet wolf?
LMAO. Yeah, remember that song? Alice Cooper, The Black Widow. It was a good song. Oh, wow.
Can I get
Teresa's
a pet
over here
wolf?
chopping up fudge. What are you trying to, like, chop it and get it to 1 pound sizes?
No.
Or how many ounces?
They're gonna vary. I'm
Okay,
gonna have
well,
to write the ounce
just make them in
on
blocks. Don't mark the ounces. Just make them about the same size.
Well, these are $6 or $5 anyways because they're pecan.
Okay. Let's see. Sean says, "How about a pet wolf spider?" Oh, I've got plenty of those in the garage.
Sean.
Oh, not
Let's
even
see,
cool.
Jimmy says the wild coyotes are breeding with stray dogs, with stay dogs, in Cleveland now. Wow.
So are most of my exes. Here you go, honey.
Ah, thank you. This will help me with my diet.
Just taste and
What
see
is
how
this?
it is.
This is pecan fudge, or
Yes.
pecan. I call them pecans. Some people call them pecans. I don't know the difference.
It's pickle.
I'll
Okay,
try it.
just eat it. Helen, you wanted to come in here and try this fudge?
That's good.
See,
Jimmy says this is really good. It's really good fudge and pecans.
thank you.
Jimmy says due to suburban expansion.
Like I said, so do my exes.
Teresa said her exes are breeding with the coyotes.
We're on the bring with stray dogs.
With stray dogs.
Ow.
Sean says, could you imagine going outside to see your dog getting freaky with a coyote?
No. Could you imagine going outside
Jimmy
and seeing
says
your
he's
dog
laughing.
getting eaten by
Jimmy
a
says,
coyote?
laughing my ass off to the X comment by the wife.
Thank you. Have you ever seen a dog? Can you imagine going outside and seeing your dog being eaten by a coyote?
Yeah.
Yeah, which,
Happened to Wilma Smith.
yeah.
She had
Teresa just said Wilma Smith, the news anchor, had that happen to her dog, right?
Yeah, one was maimed and the other one was eaten.
So Wilma Smith got one dog eaten and one maimed by a coyote.
Yeah, she had, I think...
Now, I imagine she lived somewhere in Cleveland suburb, probably.
Shaker Heights when this
Shaker
happened.
Heights?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a long time ago, too, right?
Oh, yeah, Jillian was just a baby.
So, wow. Yeah. Coyotes. And you know what's funny is it's amazing where they've seen bear and stuff. I remember, this was, I don't know, probably 6 years ago or something. I remember reading about a kid running into a black bear in North Royalton with his car. I mean, You know, that's kind of funky to think bear all the way up there, but...
Well,
did you read
bears
about
don't like yuppies either.
Did you read about the kid
Said bears don't like yuppies.
Oh, did you read about the kid who got his arm bitten off by the thing in his pool?
A kid got his arm bit off by something in his pool?
It was an alligator or crocodile or one of those things.
Oh, alligator got his arm in his own pool?
One of the two, crocodile, alligator, one of the two.
That's why you have them signs up saying no swimming to people.
It was in his pool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sean said something, and you know what, Sean? Teresa just told me that the other day, that Geraldo Rivera lives in Shaker Heights.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Jimmy says there are black bears. No, Jimmy's talking old world. There are black bears in Mineral City. Wow. I believe it. See, now I can understand there being black bears down in there, especially. Jimmy says tons of bear paw prints all over where we shoot. There. Oh, you're correcting your are black bears in Mineral City. Sorry, you guys know I'm an ass.
What?
Now I gotta read the stuff exactly how it's
Two
spelled.
boxes? What am I, a tar monkey?
I get Teresa worked up all the time. Well, somebody a few days ago was talking, I think it was Jonah, was talking about using huge garbage bags, but he spelled bags, V-A-G-S, so I'm like, okay, huge garbage badges, you know. I couldn't help it, you know. I'm a jerk like that, I guess.
Yes, you are, because I can't ever live down a grocery list.
Yeah. You ought to hear me read Teresa's grocery list.
No, you shouldn't hear him read Teresa's grocery list.
Jimmy says Geraldo has a new radio station on WTAM 1100 in the morning.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is he giving any other important plans away to the enemy? Jackass.
Teresa's making a dig about Geraldo revealing military positions and stuff, because I guess he got in trouble for that during the war.
They kicked him out of Iraq. Who gets kicked
out of Iraq?
Nobody wants to go there. Who would get, you know, how do you get kicked out of there?
Sean said people have pet black bears. I'm not one of them. Jimmy says garbage vag. LMAO. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. I know it was a simple mistake, but I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Jimmy Buddy is a douche flute. I don't even know what that is, but it's... I'm wondering how you use them. You know, is there an applicator? Or...
Oh, Paul.
You know, is the tip of one of those flutes tapered, you know, for comfort? Oh, shit.
I'm taking the scale.
Oh, gosh. Sean says, I saw the satanic special he did. It was truly disturbing.
So is Geraldo.
Teresa said, so is Geraldo. Is 1100, is that a Christian radio station? I think of 1480.
Maybe 1480.
See, Geraldo did a satanic special.
He also did, when he had his TV show, the special with the neo-Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
And got his nose
everybody.
I love that. I got to see that the day it was on.
Oh, you saw it live, when it was new?
Yeah, because...
yeah, we're talking about the Geraldo where he had the neo-Nazis and...
In American history.
And there ended up being a fight and he got his nose broke off. Jimmy says, LMAO, I'm literally laughing my ass off over here. I'm glad. Jimmy says, no AM talk radio. Okay. Talk radio. That might be interesting.
Can we call him up and insult him?
Oh, gosh, you really got it in for Geraldo, don't you?
He's a dumbass. Do you know that me and my mom sat there for
she's
2 hours watching that stupid Al Capone's vault? What a tard.
My wife is gesturing with a cleaver with a hunk of fudge stuck to it. I'm sorry.
And then what he did in Iraq? What a retard.
Jimmy says that was awesome to see him get wrecked on live TV. He got it. He got a chair to the noggy, didn't he?
Yeah,
Wasn't it a
busted
chair?
his nose.
Oh, yeah.
Busted his nose.
His ample nose.
The kind of nose busting that you hear stories about because you get hit in your nose. That didn't happen to me, and I broke my nose.
Yeah.
Black eye.
I'll tell you what, though.
Swollen schnoz.
But that black eye, broken nose of his, I mean, that helped. That sure as hell helped him.
Not for long, because he was canceled not long after that.
He was?
Yes.
Oh, I would have thought
Maybe
that did it. I mean, it definitely got his name out there.
He's had his name out there for a long time.
But then...
he's the kind of guy that has a great career, then loses it, has to recover, but he bounces back.
He keeps... I was going to say, he is bouncing back.
But he's on an AM radio station now. What does that tell you? Nobody gives a... Who listens to AM radio?
Yeah.
Shut up! Spider-Woman.
Sean says, I talked about this... Oh, it talked about this one dude, a group of people took him to the woods, beat him to death with baseball bats as a sacrifice to Satan. It actually happened. I forgot where, though. That's horrible.
Was that the 3 guys in a bat or a hammer or some shit?
No, that was in Ukraine.
Yeah, but weren't they in like a woodsy area? With
yeah, but they didn't do it for Satan worship. They did it because it was fun to them.
Why do I ask?
Jimmy says, like Morton Downey Jr. getting spray painted with the swastika on his face to try to compete with Geraldo. I did not see that one. I didn't see that one. I didn't see Morton Downey Jr. But yeah, that sounds like
15-foot long teeth.
Teresa said she couldn't get past Morton Downey's 15-foot long teeth. Jimmy says the Al Capone thing killed his career. Yes, that was a total letdown. Total letdown.
Yeah,
Jimmy says, "Hey, I love AM radio."
All right, Jimmy, I ain't talking to you no more.
To be honest with you, I don't know jack shit about AM radio. I haven't listened to AM radio.
Sometimes
you listen to AM radio now?
Sometimes. It's got to be absolutely nothing. Talk shows or shit on the regular radio for me to actually hit the AM button.
I listen to radio some.
Most of these are 4 ounces, but they're still going to be
listen to it a little bit. But
is that horrible?
What? Is what horrible?
That these are still going to be a lot of money?
No, I mean, as long as that box, you're filling these boxes and selling them full boxes of pecan fudge, right?
Yeah, it's full
boxes. Well,
boxes.
then I wouldn't worry about the weight. If they're full of fudge, that should be good.
They're full of fudge.
Teresa's out there, she's cleavering through this fudge and filling these boxes. Getting ready to hustle some chocolates. Wow.
Would you like another piece?
Yeah. No, I don't need any more fudge.
I didn't say do you need it. I said would you like another piece?
No, thank you. Thank you. See, Sean says it also showed kids talking about bad stuff that happened to them at daycare. It also talked about a woman who skinned her baby as a
gosh!
Oh, jeez, it's horrible. It's terrible. Yeah, I think, that's awful.
Jillian, did you try this
what was this? Geraldo Satanic Special, huh?
Sure.
Let's see, Jimmy says, I just got excommunicated from the wife's conversation. LMAO. Life just never changes, does it? LOL.
Yeah, honey.
I think she's having some good fun. See, Sean says horrible stuff that I wouldn't even wish on my rivals. Yeah, that's some demented shit there. The extremes people will go to hurt their fellow man.
Not that bad.
Always surprising.
Not that bad. You know what? You're not allowed to have any of my more chocolates.
I don't like nuts.
You are.
Okay, guys, time is 4:54. I have to get off of here, and no, thank you. You eat it, Jillian.
No, she's just
trying to push chocolate fudge
my
on me.
pecan fudge.
I got to get off of here, guys, and
I don't like it that much. I don't like
get
nuts.
my butt in gear.
Here, I'll eat it.
I've had an awesome time hanging out, though.
Don't
I
talk
want
to
to thank
me.
you guys
You're
for
a jerk.
coming out and participating very much. This is gonna have to be like
I hope Paul is lying
mega
to me.
blockbuster episode here. We've been
And
on
if
here
Paul
for a
is
while,
lying
haven't
to
we?
me, you know what that means? I can make his
Sean
shit
says, "Have a great day, guys."
Poop, and he was lying.
Sorry,
What?
Jimmy says, Panic in those days was a lot of propaganda and BS put out to scare parents by Tipper Gore and the PMRC. Yeah, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of propaganda going on during the Satanic Panic. Jimmy says, "Great show. Thank you, sir." Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. Teresa said, "You're welcome." Thank you, guys, and everybody who's participated, anybody who's watched us. I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to wish you guys all a fantastic day. Whatever you do, have fun. Stay out of trouble. Be safe. And,
be kind to each other.
Yeah, be kind to each other. All right, so, going to end up, well, I'll be back on Monday. Sean said, "Yeah, but this stuff is actually documented." Well, some of this stuff, there are weirdos out there, Sean. There's going to be some of that. But there was a lot of propaganda to scare the living shit out of people. And it worked. It was a scary time. But everybody, try to be good to one another. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye.